Hey everyone and welcome. Today we're going to talk about your body's essential filtration system, and more importantly, the high-quality fuel it needs to run at its absolute best. We're breaking down 7 incredible foods that can give your kidney health a real boost. So let me just kick things off with a question for you. When you think about the hardest working parts of your body, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Maybe it's your heart, right? Pumping 24/7? Or maybe your brain, which is always on. Both fantastic answers, but there's another pair of organs working tirelessly, kind of behind the scenes.
And you guessed it, it's your kidneys. These things are truly the body's master filters. They're the unsung heroes, processing something like 200 quarts of blood every single day, just sifting out all the waste products and extra water. It's an incredible job.
And you know, their job goes way beyond just taking out the trash. They're also like master chemists, constantly balancing all of your body's fluids, which literally every single cell needs to function properly. On top of that, they're producing hormones that help regulate your blood pressure. It's this incredibly complex and absolutely vital balancing act happening all the time.
So the big question is, how do we support these vital organs? Well, just like any high-performance machine, they need the right kind of fuel. So let's dive into the foods that act like the perfect maintenance tools for our internal filters.
Okay, our first group of foods are what I like to call the inflammation fighters. And why is that so important? Well, because tackling chronic inflammation is one of the absolute best ways you can protect your kidneys from damage and keep them working smoothly for the long haul. We've got 3 powerhouses right here. First up, fatty fish. Think salmon, which are just loaded with those amazing omega-3s that are famous for reducing inflammation. Then you have berries. They're packed with antioxidants, which act like little bodyguards for your kidney cells, protecting them from damage. And last but not least, garlic. It's a potent, natural anti-inflammatory that gives you a great bonus of helping with blood pressure too.
All right, our next category is what we'll call the protective powerhouses. The whole idea here is actually pretty simple. When you support your overall health, you're indirectly taking a ton of strain off your kidneys. It really is all connected.
For example, take apples. The fiber in them helps manage cholesterol, which means your kidneys just have less work to do. Same with olive oil. It's a fantastic healthy fat that supports your heart. And think about it, when your heart and your blood vessels are healthy, it makes the job of filtering all that blood so much easier on your kidneys.
Now, for our final group of foods, we've got the low-stress essentials. These are just brilliant because they give you crucial nutrients without making your kidneys work overtime to process byproducts like phosphorus or potassium.
This is a perfect example. Both are great sources of protein, right? But egg whites have very little phosphorus. Now, why does that matter? Well, because your kidneys have to work really hard to filter any excess phosphorus out of your blood. So choosing a protein like egg whites just gives them a much-deserved break.
And you know, the exact same idea applies to potassium. It's an essential mineral for sure, but kidneys that are already damaged can really struggle to filter it out. So for anyone who needs to keep their potassium levels in check, veggies like cabbage, cauliflower, and cucumbers are fantastic choices. They're nutritious, they're hydrating, and they don't add any extra stress.
Okay, so we've covered the fuel. Now, let's talk about the operating manual. Think of these as 3 super simple rules for daily kidney maintenance. These 3 steps are your foundation. Number 1, limit your salt. The easiest way to do this is by avoiding highly processed foods, because that's where it loves to hide. Number 2, drink enough water. I mean, it's the simplest way to help your kidneys do their job of flushing everything out. And number 3, and this one is absolutely key, if you have chronic kidney disease or any concerns at all, please talk to an expert. A doctor or a dietitian can create a plan that's personalized just for you.
So let's put all this together and create our kidney health blueprint. Because what we've talked about isn't just a random list of foods. It's a real plan for actively supporting a critical part of your long-term health.
And honestly, this quote from our source material just says it all perfectly. By choosing the right foods, you can support kidney health, reduce the risk of disease, and improve your overall well-being. That is such a powerful and optimistic message, isn't it? It really shows the impact of our daily choices.
So I'll leave you with this one question. Looking at all these great options, which one food will you add to your plate today? Maybe it's throwing some berries in your oatmeal tomorrow morning, or adding some extra garlic to tonight's dinner. Remember, even a small first step can make a huge difference.